Hey, what's going on? It's Agamroth here, and today I have another guide for you all. It'll be a little bit of a different format today, trying something different. So make sure to let me know what you think in the comments below. So today I'll be going over Stigmatas, their abilities, and the new time travel bosses that drop them. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so Stigmatas were recently released in a new patch as a way to further improve your heroes and their attributes. So what are they? Each hero can equip 6 different stigmatas. During this video I'll refer to each slot by its compass direction. There's northwest stigmatas, west stigmatas, southwest stigmatas, northeast stigmatas, east stigmatas, and southeast stigmatas. The reason for this will become apparent when I explain their primary stats, but for right now, that's where we're at. Stigmatas have 6 different tiers. They go from 1 star all the way through to 6 star, and they come in sets of either 4 or 2. Each set has a unique bonus with 2 possible levels. Stigmatas with stars 1 through 3 provide bonus level 1, and stars 4 through 6 provide bonus level 2. It's important to note that these bonuses do not stack. Stigmatas have 2 sets of stats, a primary stat that depends on its direction, northeast, northwest, etc., and random secondary stats. Stigmatas can be upgraded to increase their primary stat up to level 10, regardless of their tier. So a 1 star stigmata can go to level 10, and a 6 star stigmata can also go to level 10. This will cost around 5.5 thousand stigmata resource, which is the currency used to upgrade them. And you can also break down unwanted or unneeded stigmatas to gain more stigmata resource outside of the time travel levels. Alright, so next we'll go over the sets, starting with the sets dropped by 0. So 0 drops 2 sets, the Banshee set, which is a 4 out of 4 set, and the Judgment set, which is a 2 out of 2 set. The Banshee set, at level 1, has a 40% chance to retaliate with damage equal to 25% of the incoming damage. So this is a good tank set. 40% chance when you get hit to hit back for 25% of what you just got hit for. Pretty good, but level 2 takes it to the next level, and it's what you really want to go for, because that increases to 40% chance to a 50% chance, and it doubles the retaliation damage from 25% to 50%. So you'll notice as I go over these that the level 2 bonus is a lot better than the level 1 bonus. It is much harder to obtain a level 2 bonus, but you should definitely go for these where possible. Alright, so the Judgment set at level 1 increases your attack by 4%, and at level 2 it increases that attack by 10%. That's pretty huge. More than double the level 1 bonus. And again, if you can get that level 2 set, go for it. So next up are the sets dropped by Ancient Dragon. We have the Domination set, which is a 4 out of 4 set, and we have the Evolution set, which is a 2 out of 2 set. So the Domination set, at level 1, your basic attacks will deal damage equal to 3% of the target's maximum HP, no more than 300% of the hero's attack. At level 2, that doubles. Basic attacks do damage equal to 6% of the target's max HP, but that maximum damage is no more than 600% of the hero's individual attack. This set is excellent for cutting through tanks and bosses, and is especially good on heroes who hit multiple targets with their basic attacks. The next set, Evolution, is a 2 of 2. This one is a HP bonus, so at level 1 increases your HP by 4%, at level 2 increases your HP by 10%. Alright, now God of Maya, he's got the Apocalypse set and the Annihilation set. The Apocalypse set is a 4 of 4, and the Annihilation is a 2 of 2. Apocalypse set level 1, skills will additionally cause 50% true damage. What this means is that the skill will apply 50% of its normal damage again as true damage, completely ignoring armor. And at level 2, it will additionally cause 50% true damage twice. So you're doubling the damage dealt, but more than that, because the additional damage is completely ignoring armor, is done as true damage. The Annihilation set at level 1 increases skill damage by 6%, and at level 2 that goes up to a 15% bonus. And just one last thing, in general, when you're building your hero Stigmata sets, you would want to go for a 4 out of 4 set and a 2 out of 2 set to maximize. You can go for all three 2 out of 2 sets, but the 4 out of 4 set bonuses are generally much better and worth your time to invest in. Alright, so next up we'll be going over each piece's primary stat and their possible secondary stats. So the northwest piece will always have plus flat attack, the west piece will have plus flat HP, the southwest piece will have plus crit percent, the northeast piece will have plus block percent, the east piece will have plus accuracy percent, and the southeast piece will have plus crit damage resistance percent. Each piece has secondary stats which are totally random. Some are better than others. I'll just quickly list the ones that I have seen are available, and I've gotten quite a lot of Stigmata since the system is released. I'm pretty sure this is a complete list. If you've seen any more, let me know. But here's what I've got: plus flat attack, plus percentage attack, plus percentage armor, plus percentage effect hit, plus flat HP, plus HP percentage, plus damage immune percent, plus effect resistance percent, plus broken armor percent, plus speed flat, plus crit damage percent, plus crit damage resistance percent, plus crit percent, plus skill damage percent. So going for your ideal stigmatas over time, just keep these stats in mind, as they can have a big impact on which stigmatas you ultimately decide to choose. Alright, so now I'm going to go over the time travel bosses, what sort of teams you should be looking at to beat them, because the higher you get in these time travels, the better stigmatas you're going to be receiving. The better stigmatas you're receiving, the more powerful your heroes. So first up, we'll go over Zero. Now, Zero's skills. His first one, Original Sin Armed. Each layer of shield will add 30% of attack to itself and reduces the shield layer by 1 for each direct attack received. So Zero is going to generate a whole bunch of shields for himself, like layers of shields, and you need to get rid of them, because the more shields he has, the more damage he deals, and also if he has more than one layer of shield, your attacks will do absolutely nothing to him. So his second skill adds several layers of shield at the beginning of each round, so you can see where this is going. And he's, as I said, immune to all damage when the shield layer is more than 1. And his final skill deals 130% of his attack damage to all enemies. So he's hitting your whole team every single time. Doesn't really matter where you put your team in your lineup. You just need heroes that are hitting hard, hitting often, with multiple attacks. Keep those shields down, you'll take less damage, you're hurting him. Yep. So as you can see on screen right now, the game actually recommends Toko, Samurai Girl, Forest Avatar, or Groot, as lots of people like to call him, Indra, and Houston, just for their ability to hit many times in a round. I'm also going to put Sally in there as a solid option, or you could go with Van Helsing if you don't have some of the above heroes. Lara could work. Yeah, But in general, you're just wanting people that are hitting multiple times for high damage to clear these stages. The game also recommends Time. Time is an excellent all-round hero anyway, but he can help maybe your forest avatar or someone use their ultimate again and deal extra damage to this boss. Alright, so next up we have the Frost Dragon. His first skill, Winter Harvest, the ancient dragon is immune to all debuffs. If the target's blood is below 50%, so their HP, Frostfall will freeze the target forever. The freezing effect ignores immunity. So you can't use Q-Pan to get out of this or anything like that. And if you're getting below 50% HP in this battle, it's just over. His second skill, Soul Siphoner. At the end of each round, release a blast of ice that deals 100% attack damage and 30% of the target's HP as damage. So high HP targets aren't going to be tanking through. His last skill, Frostfall, releases a blast of cold wind energy that deals 100% attack damage to all enemies. So all you need to know about this boss is he's going to be dealing a lot of damage no matter who you are, so you need to be healing through it. Other problem that you'll face in this boss is that if you stack healers, you're not going to have enough damage to get through him. So you need to find the right balance of healers and defenders with heavy single target damage heroes. Now the game here is recommending Afra, Saint, and Thinker. I think Thinker is a necessity for this fight and also a top tier hero in general. You should probably be working on him no matter what. Afra and Saint is often personal preference for many players. I personally don't have either of them built up, so I'm struggling with this particular boss. However, Thinker is carrying me through a lot of these battles. In terms of DPS options, just about any hero that has high single target damage and is good against bosses will be your best friend here. I'm talking about people like Groot, Forest Avatar, that is. Even Evil Bot, he's got some uses now with these new updates. Sally's a good option, pretty common. Could go with, well, anyone really. Just make sure they're high single target damage dealing. And alright, last but not least, we're gonna go through God of Maya. Now, God of Maya is a wee bit different to just about every other boss in the game in the fact that he is just vulnerable to warriors. You don't want to be using anything except for warriors and maybe like one healer in this fight. So his first skill, damage to warriors, is reduced by 60%. So he's hitting your warriors for less damage. His second skill, Static Storm, 90% damage reduction from non-warrior heroes, immune to all debuffs. So non-warrior heroes are doing no damage. In other words, you just can't get through him with anything that is not a warrior class hero. It's the only thing in the game that requires a specific class of hero. I find that quite fascinating. I wonder if they're going to keep going down that road in the future. But yeah, it's interesting to know anyway. And his last skill, Thunderstrike, releases thunder that deals 200% attack damage to front row enemies. Alright, so this boss actually requires a wee bit more strategy, considering you need to put tanks in the front. They're all warriors, but like you want your biggest boys in the front at least, so you're not just having your damage dealing warriors getting ripped apart. As you can see here, it's recommending Rex, General, Evil Bot, and Light. Those four heroes are all high damage heroes. You do like your Blaze Centaur. He's a good frontline option here. You've got Logan eventually when he comes through. Focalor maybe he'll be an excellent damage dealer in this battle. Who else? Just yeah, warriors. Thinker. He is excellent in this battle because he will keep your team healthy and alive, which is important, as you want these battles to go for as long as possible without losing anyone. So that about covers it for the bosses, and yeah, and hence this video. I hope you guys found that informative and helpful. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, maybe even subscribe if you want. I'm gonna be sure to release more guides and content as things progress, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.